It was a shock to many when the floodlights suddenly went out on Tuesday night as Uganda Cranes played Guinea at the Mandela National Stadium, Namboole. The Cranes were 2 goals ahead and into the second half in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers.
It was a fluctuation. Now that fluctuation caused a power surge in our power system. So the lights went off in the whole stadium. However, the normal power in the offices, in the washrooms, in the walkways, it was reinstated.
Play was halted for about 8 minutes but continued when the lights were restored. The game ended with the same scoreline. Shortly after, police arrested the stadium's managing director, Jamil Sewanyana Mpagi, and detained him at Ginger Road Police Station for 5 hours. He was released at 2 a.m. on police bond. The
orders of the Afande Andrew Felix Kawes, and my charge is sabotage, that I'm sabotaging the nation. I caused embarrassment. However, as a Ugandan, as the managing director of a national institution, I cannot sabotage my nation, I cannot sabotage my job, I cannot sabotage the Cranes. I'm my #1 supporter.
When you're mandated to really carry out an assignment, then you really have to make provisions for any plan Bs that may arise.
The incident caused a national uproar, especially on social media, with many pouring blame on national power distributor UMEME. Some MPs argued that the mishap symbolizes the decay of Uganda's social services sector.
Everything is happening as if nothing wrong happened. It was a great embarrassment on our side as a country.
If we have a match like that and we have power blackout, we're telling the whole world that we cannot manage anything.
That grey area of an interruption for 1 second about power should not derail us from focusing on what we achieved last night. The idea of streamlining the energy in Namboole National Stadium will be worked on by government.
On why the stadium's standby generator was not automatically switched on, the managing director says there was no need. But he adds that the generator does not have the capacity to power the floodlights, which needs a lot of electricity.
To procure a generator, so that we have a generator that is specifically for the floodlights.
But even in the developed world, such mishaps occur. Last season, an English Premier League tie between Fulham and Manchester United was briefly halted at Craven Cottage when the floodlights went off.
Now the halogen lamps do not switch on instantly. It's gradually. They come on like 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and then the intensity comes after some time.
Sewanyana explains that Namboole has a special arrangement with UMEME to avoid such incidents when they host major events.
What we do when there is a match, we contact the UMEME, the supply of power, that we have this game, and we always have that assurance that power will be on.
And we have teams investigating exactly what went wrong. Right now, I don't want to speculate, but I can only confirm it was a very difficult time for us.
The Uganda Cranes last made an appearance at the African Cup of Nations in the 1978 finals, where they lost to Ghana. Last night's incident caused the country embarrassment, but the cost could have gone higher if the game had been postponed, because that means the remaining minutes of the game will have to be replayed. And this calls for adequate preparation when the country is hosting a global or continental event of such nature. Moses Akena, NTV at Namboole Stadium.